fucking stream title, man. It was the fucking stream title. It was because of the fucking stream title. Now I will take my revenge from the Discord. I will take my revenge. What was the title before? Uh, what was the title before? I forgot. Ah, yeah. Okay. Now we are here. Let me inform my corner as well. Okay. Okay, let's start. Let's start with. Oh, fuck this coin, man. Stop me break even and now wants to pump. Oh, shit. Shit. I was too much busy with this stupid Discord. I forgot. I think this coin is going to pull a big move. I don't know why, but I think like 14 to 15% move is about to come in this coin. But I was too much busy with fixing this stream. Fuck, man. It was a perfect idea. Also, I think ICNT. Right now I'm eyeing this syrup long for the group. I am not sure if I'm going to call. The thing is that BTC is the problem, and the volume in the last, I think, 2 to 3 days was very much awful. You know, um, and yeah, let's start. Let's start with the ETH first. Okay. So I think that this coin ETH. Let's start with ETH. So we have the limit order at like 35.40, as I knew that price is going to come back down, and I thought like 35.40 is going to be the bottom for the group, and I wanted to catch the bottom for the group so I can flex good. But unfortunately this literally stopped me break even by like didn't fill me for like $3 to $4 and then pump like 3.5% or something like this. Yeah, 3.5% pump. Again, I have still this limit order for like 34 35.40, but let me tell you one thing. If you see this 15-minute time frame, you will see that we have this was 5 minutes. Give me 1 minute. Where was the strong high? Never mind. But we have the strong lows on like 35.40, and I don't think so. Price is going to fill this my limit order. So after this stream, I'm going to cancel my limit order finally. The first level that you guys need to put the alert on is like 36.76. I think once price is going to come back to the upside around like 36.76 and then 3700. I think these are like the two levels from where you should close your longs on ETH, or maybe don't close it but take like more than half profit once price is going to reach around like 36.76 or around like 3700 as well. What I think about ETH is that I think this coin is going to be trading around like 38.60. This is what I think. I think ETH pump is like imminent, and I think 38.60 is where it's going to be trading. And you can see this is where my last TP is for my long limit if it gets filled, but I don't think so. It's going to get filled unless we have some kind of a yapping from Trump that is going to nuke the market. But I think By tomorrow, I think this 3700 is going to reach. I can't give you the exact time frame right now since I'm not so much sure, but I know that 3700 is coming for sure. This I have a good conviction that price is going to pump, and it will be trading around like 3700. And then it's going to trade around like 3860. This is the reason why I've been searching for the entries for the group. I think 3540, 3506 is going to be a good support for it. But for now, since I can't comment much, since it's just a job, like literally you can see today it is Wednesday. From like New York session start was here around like here. Yesterday, New York session started here. Today we are almost like 2 hours into US session, and still price is at the point where it was just like yesterday. So there is like a little to zero volume in the market. Price is not moving. And I'm getting like I'm getting bored from this price action seriously. But I know that the more the more I am gonna trade for the group, there could be a chance that we can hit stop loss and people can eventually lose money as well. So I'm just holding on to my nerve. Although I want to give like 4 to 5 trades like Tariq, like how Tariq is doing, but right now I'm just holding my nerve because there could be a chance that you guys can lose money. But overall, I think the safest bet to trade right now is ETH. Let's market an entry once price is going to come back around like 3565 or maybe like 3540 something. Once price is going to come back into those lows, I will just take a market entry, move stop loss a little bit tighter around like 3470, and then I will look to chase like 2 to 2.5% move for the group. This is what I think for ETH. So overall, what my bias is that ETH is going to trade around like 3700 very soon, and after 3700, once you gonna see a 4 hour close above 3700, ETH is going to trade around like 3854. This is my read on this coin. Any dip around like 3540 and then 3500 is going to be a massive opportunity for you to go long. Next, let's come back to the BTC. The BTC, the first thing that I want to tell you is that we have the strong high at like 115,700. This is what I see. I think Michelle already clarified that he also sees that there will be in coming days, there could be a chance that price is going to come back down to trade around like 110k. But I also set limit order long before around like 110 800. I think I don't know, but there is like nothing change on BTC as well. I think on Monday we discussed that how 116 800 and then 116 300 could be a good short entry for BTC to slam back down towards like 110 800. I still stand by my words. I think any pump towards like 100 and 17 116 900 is going to be a good short entry. And what I told you around like Sunday, I still have the same opinion that price is going to pump until like here and then slam back down toward like 110 800. This is what I think about BTC. It's very much crazy to me that, and I hate this ETF stuff. Like this has become a stock market, to be honest. The only opportunity to make money is from these scam coins, and fuck this DMC. I could have got like 5 to 6% move on this coin. But anyways, I will secure this 5 to 6% move on some other coin after my stream. I will just be stick to my screen, and I will be constantly be searching for the entries. But yeah, it's been like too much suits market like stocks, which I hate. Like if you are from like 2021, you might have an idea that we used to have like 5 to 6% big red candles, and now it's literally been trending in a range from like 11th of July, and now it's almost like 6th August. Almost a whole month we are just not moving too much. I don't know, man, but I'm not going to force a lot of just to give the trades to the group. I'm not going to do it since you guys can lose a lot of money from this behavior. So let's try a short entry from like 117k or like 116,950 something, wherever I see the bear dips coming in from like 15 to 30%, 30-minute time frame. I'm gonna short here with stop loss like above like 119k, with a TP around like 110 800. This is what my thinking is for BTC. Another coin that I'm eyeing is this proof. To be honest, I wanted to call around here, around like 0.84, but I was too much pussy for it since it was literally too much volatile, and now I'm just slapping myself for not doing it. I would have went with like 5 to 6% stop loss, and my stop loss would have been intact to catch like 100% move on this coin. I'm so much pissed. Yeah, stop being pussy. Yeah. I know. I was just pussy for not going long on this. Even though I saw this, I it's not like I didn't posted the trade because I was pussy, but it was like I saw this break. But by the time I knew that if I'm gonna type the entry, nobody is going to take the entry, and then you all going to put the crosses. So I just didn't bothered much to post the trade, since I thought like it's gone and all of you are going to just put the cross. But I think this coin is going to be great once if it's going to reclaim around like 1.36. It also, I want to highlight this example that I always tell during my stream, that the midpoint of this bullish FEG is always a good entry with stop loss below the bullish FEG. Here, another example for you to demonstrate, like if somebody did it, um, he would have secured like 9 to 10%. But right now, I'm just not in a mood to take any stop losses, and also members are kind of um, too much insensitive, I would say, towards like any stop loss. So I'm not going to trade any risky setup as of now. um, this syrup coin, I think it's going to be a good, but let's wait for the 4 hour close. I think maybe if we get any retest of this Monday high around like 0.45, we can take an entry. This is what I'm thinking. DMC already played out. ICNT, after like, let's remove this. Like ICNT, you can see that price literally close above this POC, and then I put stop loss to break even, since I was expecting like price might just fly high and take out this POC, and then we can secure like 9% move like quickly. But I don't know if I am a curse or what, but it didn't pull out exactly what I was expecting, and then after like 3.5% move, it just stopped break even. But yes, we are going to secure some nice wins. Let's see. But yeah, you can see like ETH is pumping, and I think it's going to go to like 3700 very soon. Maybe like today or something. Yeah, that's what my thinking is. I want to chart. I want to see this others chart. To just see where we are right now. So this is what I wanted to discuss in this stream, and hence why I was not trading too much. It is because that if you see the others market cap, you will see that the daily resistance is around like 273 billion. And let's wait for today daily close above like 273 billion. Once price is going to flip this 273 billion, I think in the next 2 to 3 days, all the mid caps are going to pump. Since then, I'm expecting others to at least reach like Monday high and max like 293 in a very short span of time. But here, if we close the daily below this 273, then there could be a problem tomorrow as well. So I'm not going to jump into conclusion very quickly. It is also one of the reason why I've been not pushing too much. This is what I wanted to show in the stream. So we talked about BTC. We talk about eat, we talked about others, we talked about syrup. Oh wow. Fuck this coin, man. Fuck this coin. Anyways, yeah, that was what I was prepared to tell you in this stream. Please let me know your chart request and we can see what I can do. Nobody have any chart request? Fart coin, let's see fart coin. Fart coin, although I have the limit order for the group, I think that could be a good limit order to be honest. Let me see, let me see. So for fart coin, you can see that um, I don't know what you guys think about fart coin, but let's say you see this inefficiency on the left side of the chart. Check this inefficiency. Check this inefficiency. I think um, it's going to consolidate for like some days, but this coin is going to trade around like 1.472, I think, in a midterm. Maybe it is going to take around like 5 days, like 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks. But I think this coin is going to trade around like 1.46, 1.47. But this daily order block is going to get tested for sure. The invalidation for this bias is like a lose of like 4 hour or daily below like 0.78. This is the invalidation that I have in my mind. The reason for putting like 0.86 as an entry on Fartcoin is that you can see that the daily SR is like 0.86. You can see this wick. You can see basically this wick. You can see a rejection of this wick. Once price is acceptance above like 0.86, we had the rally. And also you can see like their body closes here. So I think the 0.86 is a very good SR level for the entry. Also, if you look at the daily order block here on the Fart coin, it's a no-brainer for me to just go long at like 0.86 and put the stop loss below the wick here around like 0.79, 0.78. Once this order block is going to get invalidated, then we have a big inefficiency to get filled, and I think price is going to trade around like 0.4843, which could be a good spot to go long again. But until this order block is intact, price is going to go higher around like 0.1.46, until unless price is holding this order block, which is like 0.78. This is the thesis I have for the fart coin. um oh, what the fuck? Oh my god, man, you're so much funny. You're so much funny. Wow. AI is like AI is crazy as well. The final boss. um And so yeah, let's wait for price. Although price have swept the Monday low, and I think most probably it's going to head towards like 1.07. Also, if you look at the POC, it's fully stacked to the upside. Also, one of the reason why I just don't want to chase this coin. But let's say if you are long on fart coin, I think you should set a TP around like 1.06, which is the daily SR level on the Woods bot, and I think this could be a good level to take TP. But for now, I'm going to stick towards like 0.86. for my limit order. And then somebody asked me about um, hype. Let's see, hype. Hype was so much weak a day before yesterday, and I was like, maybe it's going to pull up my limit order very soon. But you can see basically if I hide the POC, so you can see how much good this indicator is. That this was the daily support showing by Woods bought around like 37.26, and if you had the access of your indicator, you would have secured like a good 4.5% move to the upside. I think again, if you are long right now, I think this 40.03 is going to be, or like round number of 40 is going to be a good TP that you should scale out like at least like 60 to 70% of your position size once price is going to hit like 40 as a round number. Again, I would say that I think this 31.1 or 31.2, whatever it is, I think I would just lean toward this spot bits. You can see the wick here, you can see the wick here, and also it's near the old all-time high. And also we have the midpoint of the bullish FVG to support our price. So I think if let's say we get the big cascade on a high, like some sort of in the market like pullback, I think 31.1 is the only area where I have a good conviction, since we have the 4 hour and the daily level at the same time. But yes, for like TP, I think $40 is where you should scale out majority. Again, if you see 37 point um 3, set alert at like 37.3 and put the stop loss at like 35.5. I think if you play this again, I think it could be a good rewarding. Again, you can get like a 1 RR on this hype long. Then somebody ask me about MYX. MYX. I think Tariq been nailing this coin too much. See MYX. Let's see. The problem with MYX is that um I think we will have to see this on the other stream. Wait, let me change my stream. Let me change my stream. So the problem with MYX is that you see this predicted funding going cooling off, and I already explained this inside my educational stream before. But you can see, you can see um, you can see here, I will just explain in very quickly, that you can see that how the negative funding is basically cooling off, and hence why this is why the price is going down. Also the OI is going down. With the price going down, it means that somebody is like take booking a lot of profit from their long positions, and longs are basically winding down. So since long position is basically closing and funding cooling off, hence why the price is going down. And when you see this kind of thing on the inside the flow, you just wait and don't knife catch for the longs, since more OI can basically unwind and more funding can cool off. For going long again, I would say wait for price to reclaim 2.05 and check. At that moment the funding should be like -2 or something, whatever it was before. But this red candle should be like here, and it should stay like more negative. Like here you can see funding was going negative, price was going down. The moment funding basically cool off, price went down. And then when funding basically went negative, you can see how price went to the upside, and how the longs basically started piling in as well, because price went up and OI went up. So these kind of coins you basically have to keep your eyes stick to inside the flow, and once you get the trigger you basically cut the trade. Like let's say if I was long somewhere from here, and once I saw this big red candle and I saw that basically funding started cooling off, I would have cut it for the group here around like 1.86 something, in an anticipation that funding is going to cool off more, price is going to cool down more, you know. So yeah, for this you need to wait for funding to go like mm, um, more negative before you start knife catching this coin. For now, just forget this coin. This coin doesn't exist for you right now. Just go with this mentality. Oh, syrup is pumping as well. um then somebody asked me for Tau, yes, Tau. Let's see Tau. I don't know if you know, but recently, um, not recently. I have a lot of sport, but for like Twitter, and for the group as well. I started as an spot investment on Tau. I bought 25% of the size at like 348. Then I bought around like then I'm going to buy at like 314, and then I'm gonna buy around like 264, and then the final I'm gonna buy around like 223. By making this, my average entry is going to be around like 287 something, and then I'm just gonna put stop loss at like 170, and then I'll just pray that this coin just go to like $1,000. Why I'm buying this on spot is because, you know, in November it basically have the halving narrative, and I think as close to the halving, this coin is going to pump, as a lot of cities basically going to shill it, and majority of them are like break even or maybe I don't know in slight profit. So I think a lot of people are basically going to shill this, which is going to make price go up. You know, or maybe founders come up with a new headline that is going to make price go up. But I'm like very much confident that this coin is going to trade at least like 570 something around like this supply zone. Like if you know, like I just get it from like inside intuition. You can call it whatever you want, but maybe it comes with experience or maybe like I don't know, but it just comes inside from me, the confidence. Like how can I explain, like when like ETH was at like 14 for 1400 or 1500, I was like very much sure that price is going to trade around like 3.5k. Aside from the technical things that I describe in on my higher time frame post, but my gut feeling was very much strong, that this coin is going to go up, and it's basically been trading a lot more than what I expected. So it was a good profit, and now all the things are basically telling me to start like rotate my ETH bags into like Tau. And I think the minimum it's going to trade around like 570. So still like let's say your entry is like 344. Still like it's like 60 to 70% up from like current price right now. So I think it's a good bargain. That's my long term thesis that I have on this coin. But if you are asking me for like leverage purpose to go, then I would just wait for the price to do a market structure break at least from like 361. Once we are going to flip this area, I think maybe you can go long with a stop loss at like 327 with TP at like 426. But it's not going to go up more than like 440 something, since we have the 1 hour strong high, which is basically going to give us the rejection. Also, we have a good POC cluster which is going to make price difficult to overcome this strong high. So I think this 420 430 region is basically going to give you a rejection. um I won't be doing a knife catch here on leverage on market around here. Just give me at least a market structure break before I will just press the market buy button. Until we are not going to get the market structure break, I don't think so. It's a very good idea to go market on this coin. Then somebody asked me about IP. IP, I won't talk about it since it's HBJ idea, and I think HBJ and me have the same idea, so I would just stick with him. Um, what's your thoughts on Arrow? Do you think it's good time to start to DCA spot? I just don't know anything much about this coin Arrow, to be honest. I can tell you about Ondo, but I don't know much about this coin Arrow. The thing is that this coin Arrow, oh wow, I think Michelle also posted a limit order around like 35.75. So my TA was very much accurate since he also think this area is basically going to give us a good bounce. Maybe let's try something. Ondo, let's see Ondo. But I will try to I will just try to catch eat. I don't think so it's going to come back down before testing like 3700 today. I think looking at the chart, I think ETF and the suits are basically buying a lot of ETH again today. Hence why it's too much strong basically. And I think ICNT could be a good long maybe, or maybe I'm like um I think eventually it's gonna pull like 17% move, you know. Maybe I am very much pussy here as well. But I think let's see what the funding of ICNT is. It's still 0.61. Let's see how the 4 hour close basically on it, and then let's decide. Uh Anything on Pepe? Let's wait for the Ondo and then I'll come back to this coin. So the first I see is this daily resistance around like 0.956. The price can, and right now it's under like no man's land around like here, like 0.9562 is going to be a tough resistance, and then 0.81 is a good support, at least like flip like Monday high. And then we have like big inefficiency on the left side of the chart that can basically send us towards like 1.095. So before taking a market entry, I would at least be, and then 14% move can come on this coin. So I would be waiting for like 0.9562 at least before I start marketing in on this coin. Let's see if we can get any confluence on like 12 hour. On 12 hours, same resistance at like 957, and then we have like 1.09. So on 12 hour, we have the same resistance. Let's see the 4 hour. Usually when we, and then 4 hour, I think we have the same resistance at the same area. So I think since we have the 4 hour resistance, then we have the 12 hour and then the daily. When I see something like this, then it's always a good short, and I think 0.957 could be a good short entry. Just barely swept the Monday high, acceptance below. So the guy who asked me for the Ondo, I want you to set alert at like 0.957. And then if you see any 15-minute close below like Monday high, just short this coin and set the TP of like 0.9. Actually, I'm going to set alert at like 0.95, as I'm very much interested in shorting this shitcoin once price is going to come back to like 0.9564. So let's short this coin. And then So if you are interested in Ondo, just buy around like 0.9. Oh, sorry, just buy around like 0.82. This is the setup that I would like to run on this coin, since I don't expect um and 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 like, I don't know if you know, but majority of the limit order we discuss mostly like plays out. Um, and then we have the POC cluster here as well. If you want a good limit order, then I think 0.82 is where you need to pull trigger with stop loss like below the lows, and then you can just aim for like this supply zone around like 0.978. Not a too good RR, just a 3 RR setup, but I think 0.82 is just like a no-brainer entry, since we have the 4 hour and daily, and then we have the POC cluster as well. So yeah, 0.82 as an entry, and then put stop loss at 0.7643. If you like, you can just short from like 0.9564. That's what I would do with Ondo. And then somebody asked me for Pepe. Let's see. Last time I see this coin, it was just bleeding too much, but I think with each strength, maybe something different on this coin now. I think last time we discussed this setup, and I told you that I am interested in buying 0.00893, but I guess I didn't set up my alert here. So I just set up my alert. Looking at this ETH, looking at the 4 hour bullish divergence, I missed this bullish divergence, to be honest. And it's up like 5%. But I think with the ETH strength, this coin is going to trade higher eventually. Let's see if any level has been changed. So we just alter our scenario. No, all the levels are basically same. Um, Maybe what we can do is we wait for the daily close above like 0.0104, put the stop loss below the daily candle, and then wait for the TP at like 0.0116. That's what we can do. RR won't be great, but we can get like at least like 2 RR. Um, this is at least what I would do, to be honest. Mm, DMC could have been a good trade, man. DMC could have been a good trade. Would have just ended my day. Oh fuck, man. Um, IP. Let's see IP. I want to find something for the group. To be honest. Um, IP. So we have this daily resistance at like 6.62 on the board, and then we have the support at like 5.08. 5.08 could be a good entry for longs, I guess. But let me check. Yeah, we have the 4 hour level here. I think I would just be pulling the trigger once price is going to come back down to 5.09, since we have the 4 hour. But if you are wondering where to DCA, I think 5.56 is a good support on 4 hour, and then 5.271 is a good support on like 4 hour. But I would only be interested in pulling trigger on long once price is going to come back down to 5.09. I won't be pulling trigger before 5.09 for IP. Um, mm, Mudang, Tony, I think you should follow Eli idea. He's long right now currently and wait for him to take TP. ENA, yes, ENA. I wanted to set a limit order for ENA for the group. Thank you for reminding me. I don't know, but I'm like too much tempted in pulling a trigger on this syrup coin. But the problem is that I think once I'm gonna pull the trigger, maybe this does a retest to 0.46. ENA. We have a good resistance at 0.593. We had the good 4 hour level at 0.555. But this is what my limit order is going to be. That I am waiting for price to come back down again to like 49 something. I pulled out this limit order just because Eli had this limit order at the same area before, but I think we need to front run zero point 0.5 at least. Just give me 1 minute. Right now 555 is holding the price, looking at a small head and shoulder kind of a structure, but I think it's just a bait. I think let's wait for 0.51 something, just like before. Not going to pull trigger and chop myself in the middle. And also I think a lot of coins like 1000 Pepe we saw, I think they are they are at their daily resistance, and I think once daily close is going to be above the daily resistance, I think they can fucking send. Can you check SPK? Yes, I was checking SPK before the stream since I wanted to give it for the group. But I just it's basically ranging right now. And this is the 12 hour that is very much crucial support for SPK. I just I, I just want to see how price action is going to basically going to play out at like 0.118. What I was thinking when I was seeing the chart is that since we have 0.118 as a resistance on the 12 hour, okay, and then when you see on like 4 hour time frame, give me 1 minute, and then on a 4 hour time frame it's still like 0.118. So the part of me wanted to short this coin because I was watching a good RR downside towards like 106. This is what I wanted to do. Also, if I just remove this, you can see that this is the basically the range lows, and then we had the strong lows on 15 minute as well. I am setting my alert at like 0.112. I think if price is going to lose this order block, I think this coin could be a good short, just like we play the breakout to the upside, we can just basically play the breakout to the downside as well. Quite going to be a quite risky play, but I think 16 to 17% move we can catch on this coin. So let's see. But I am interested in shorting this coin once, rather than longing this coin. Just to remind you. Mm, I don't think so anybody talk about this coin anymore. And I don't know why it is still surviving, to be honest. But if you look at this, no, it will be, I think, since if you look at this week, and if you look at how price basically closed above here, then we had the rally. And since this was the fake out and then we had the new, I think this 0.44542 is going to be a good support. 0.545 is where I would take the entry since we have a small daily bullish FEG as well. So I think if I can take an entry around like 0.545, put stop loss at like 517, just below here. And I think maybe this is the flat daily flat candle, so I will have to put stop loss below 503. Yeah, we have the flat candle here. I think 504. Then it could be like 7% stop loss, but yes, 545 is the only area I would be interested in bidding FET. Okay, I think that's it for me. I'm just going to wind up my stream with what we discuss in the stream. So, Obina, pay attention now. So for ETH, what we discuss in the stream is that if you are long, I specifically said 3678, and then 3700 is where basically you should be out 70% at least from your long positions to book profit in this zone, since it can give you a rejection. And what we discuss is that any 1 hour or 4 hour close above like 3700, and then ETH is going to trade around like 3855. And then what we discuss in the stream here as well is that we have the 15-minute strong lows at like 3541. So what we discuss is that price coming back down to 3540 is like not possible, so we have to chase around like 3584. Around this POC cluster is where I would look to front run my limit order. And I think 3584, 3590, this POC cluster is going to be a good entry for a longs with a tight stop loss below the strong lows. This is what I would do. Once price is going to come back down, I am eyeing this setup, but I'm not so much sure that I have to pull the trigger on this coin. I might pull the trigger on this ICNT coin, either moon or stop loss. I don't care, but I think I want to pull the trigger on this coin since I think it could be trading like DMC as well. DMC, it was my bad for fumbling for the group, but I think it's high time. Did he cover ETH already? I couldn't hear first half. Yes, Canada. Canada guy, I said 3680 and then 3700 is going to give you a rejection. So just take a good chunk out of your longs. And I said that if any 4 hour close above like 3700, it can send us to like 3856. And I said that I'm going to go long at like 3586 with stop loss below the strong lows for a tight scalp. This is what we discussed for ETH. I think thank you guys for coming in. I will just look after for the setups. Um, can you please share the POC indicator week high, week low, RSI divergence? RSI divergence, I don't think so. You can get it since it's a wood spot RSI. I think Native did a remarkable job. I don't know when it's going to release. It's on a testing phase. But whenever it's going to get released, I just want you all to get your hands on this indicator for like weak lows, strong highs, something you can use Luxelco Smart Concept Money. It's a free indicator, and for POC you will find the link in the Poki Den. um, Coming soon. Can you just like give a hint how soon? Like in 2 months, 3 months, like this quarter or like next quarter? At least you can say that, I think. No? I appreciate it, Moose, but I can't hear anything. I'm a hope of you are going over it again for me, lol. Probably this quarter. Wow, nice, 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 nice. Thank you for coming, guys. I wish you a wonderful night. And have a good day. And good night from me.